The thing that really helped solidify it for me, at the very least, was the fact that that movie had a lot of heart. And I think what helped was seeing it as one of those like special screenings. Again, Kevin Smith had an introduction for the film. It was at a special screening, early. It doesn't actually come out until later this week. And he put so much passion into this film. You could just tell from the way he talked about it. He was just so proud for everything that went into this film, and it really truly shows on screen. And it's pretty awesome to see when something like that happens, especially with, it's really nice to see, especially considering how kind of overall disappointing the summer was in terms of films and things like that. It's always nice to see a passion project play out so well for the creator. And it's just, it's not a perfect movie, but it does have a lot of heart. And again, pretty much, when Kevin Smith had actually said in this thing that he had part of the reason he got to this point was that he wanted to make a superhero movie for girls, because there's not really that sort of a film yet. Now we've got Wonder Woman coming out next year, but at the time when he was putting this together, that was, just a thought on the horizon. So, you can see where he's coming from with that. And at the end of the film, they showed, during this special screening for it, they showed from a Q&A he did at some con, and a 9-year-old girl was there who saw it, and she enjoyed it. She had a lot of fun with it. She was telling him, and you could just see it on Kevin Smith's face that, that made it all worth it. The fact that passion translated so well to the screen, and that then he had a fan tell him that it worked exactly the way he wanted it to. It's great when we can see filmmakers be able to do that, have that sort of flexibility to bring actual passion for a project that they have and put it on screen. A little off topic on Yoga Hosers. I actually read earlier today that apparently for Deadpool, a fantastic film and a passion project for Ryan Reynolds, out of pocket, paid for writers to stay on set to help make sure that everything worked well in the script. And that movie was fantastic. And it's great when we see that sort of passion translated onto the screen. It's great to see. It truly can elevate even what could have absolutely been a mediocre movie like Yoga Hosers, and made it something special. I didn't think it was a great movie. I might actually watch it again, though. It was like, with the heart and soul poured onto the screen for this film, helped elevate it. And that, you need that for filmmaking. And I think that there are definitely some films that don't really get that sort of treatment anymore. That level of passion and care for the films themselves. And I know this is kind of, gotten a little rambly. I do think that there's been some excellent passion project-y kind of movies this year. Or even if they weren't passion projects, but some excellent movies where you can see the passion the filmmaker had for the material on screen. Definitely, but there are some where, for as much as I love Batman v Superman, because I really did enjoy that film, as well as Suicide Squad, it's not there, unfortunately. There's definitely a lot of studio interference, which is definitely causing some issues with the quality of film that we can get. I enjoyed Suicide Squad. I enjoyed Batman v Superman, but there was the studio meddling that kind of took the heart and soul out of those films, which was on full display in this film. And I think we need more of that in filmmaking in general. You know, we need it's nice to see once in a while. It's nice to see somebody's passion and heart and soul be poured out onto the page or onto the screen or into their music or whatever, and it work. And I truly think, from what I've seen of Kevin Smith off screen and everything, he'll be the first to tell you he does not make grade A movies. I think he'd be the first to tell you that. But he cares so much about what he does that it shows so well on screen, and you know, it's why that's the sort of thing that I love film for, is to be able to see the care and the love and the passion on display. And even if it sounds selfish, it's nice when they make it for themselves. You know, they don't make it for the studio exec or the fans or the people who are going to go see it. Though they do have, I mean, if you're in this sort of thing, that's like, you know, a good chunk of it too, is who's going to see it. I want to make sure that they enjoy it. But when they can take their passion and make it for themselves, because when they make it for themselves, they make it for everyone to enjoy. They want people to sit back, relax, and enjoy it. Well, maybe not relax, depending on the movie. But sit back and enjoy what's on screen. And it's why I'm passionate about film. It's why I love movies, because when there's passion and care behind them, they're great. They're and that's true obviously with anything, but for me, the film is the art form that I love, and to see that amount of care on screen, and I know I'm rambling, I've probably repeated myself several times during this little rant here, and I know there's other films out right now. I've heard Kubo and the Two Strings, which I need to go see. I'm hoping to see at some point soon. Is exactly that, and it's Yoga Hosers might not have been great, but it gives me hope for, you know, the greatness that films can be. And yeah, I guess those have been my thoughts on the way home from Yoga Hosers.